Max, what are we doing out here in space?
Well, when you think about it, you're kind of always in space. No?
This is true.
I mean,
Never
yeah,
mind.
the Earth is perpetually stuck in space, and one day we'll free us from the clutches known as gravity.
And the
Oh,
moon.
yeah, the evil corporation that is known as the Moon Lore.
Yeah, the moon lore. Yep.
More. But no, seriously. Unfortunately, to cover our Evil Within stuff. Oh yeah, go ahead and do that. Evil Within. Unfortunately, we had an accident with our storage devices on our game. Ipso facto, it's all gone. And to be honest, Evil Within, as much as we all kind of respect it, it is one of those games that just is too meh. So we decided to scrap the project. Sorry to all those who want to see Evil Within stuff, but hey, go fuck yourself. So we decided instead to try something a little different. Also, kind of horror oriented. We are playing Outer Wilds, but we are playing specifically the DLC to Outer Wilds called Echoes of the Eye. Now, if you remember, we did what almost a year and a half ago. We did a full run. Well, not a full run through, but a basic gist run through of the base game. And I love that. I love this game. It's fucking fantastic. However, we will be going through the DLC. Now, Wyatt, do you remember how to get the game started?
Yeah, I gotta go do the tutorial.
Well, you don't have to do the tutorial because you know how to play the game, right?
Oh yeah, I
No,
don't
but you
remember.
have to get the launch codes.
Yeah.
So you have to, keep going. So, Jake, what's your experience with space travel?
Uh, I've never traveled through space myself, aside from being on the planet Earth.
All right,
That's
all right, all right. So,
space.
Jake, why are you starting off with a lie? Why are you doing that, Wes?
You're right. I have traveled through space. You know, I flew through. I flew to Mars the other day. So.
Hell yeah. Mars.
But if you mean like space travel in games, I've played games where there's space travel.
Gotcha. And you were unfamiliar with Outer Wilds, right?
Aside from all of the heaps of praise you gave it, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. And as you can hear, this beautiful music from Andrew Prowlo, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a massive grin on my face right now. It's always fun to be back here.
Yeah, the music is 1,100,000,000 billion amazing. I'd probably say it's 14.3 billion times better than anything else. Nah.
Yes, now I remember this. Don't touch that stuff.
Ghost Rider, yes. It will kill you. I mean, if you want to show Jake the Zero Gravity Cave.
Yeah, let's say this is sort of a fresh start.
The timer hasn't started yet, so. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you?
Right, like you weren't nervous before your first flight.
Hey, don't worry about it. Your nerves are between you and me and the vast endlessness of space.
Ah, I see.
But really, you'll do fine out there. I'd worry more about that shit if I were you. Hopefully the lunatics slate had at least fixed the retro rockets. So listen, there's a satellite, which definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the Zero G cave in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last minute Zero G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, as long as you're confident you make ship repairs in space.
One repaired satellite coming up.
Cool. Get to it and try not to concuss yourself right before your first launch. As you can see, Jake, we're like not humans. We're like these little like amphibious creatures. Got this feeling of dread, and the music cuts out completely.
My suit on.
Remember how to fly?
Of course I know how to fly. And I also
Yeah,
know
he's
how to do
yeah.
tricks.
He try spinning.
That's a good trick.
It is a very good trick.
There, I spun.
You spun me, baby, right round.
So,
You
Jake,
go
pay
down.
attention to the left side of the screen. There's the gravity. It says he's currently at 0G. He's still inside the planet, but he is now at 0G.
Nice.
Don't forget match velocity. Hold A. If you walk onto targets, Wyatt, like, see, walk onto that. Click left thumbstick.
Yeah, I am. Nothing's happening.
Oh. Really? You're gonna want to fix that. Press start.
Yeah, it says it's my Xbox One controller.
You clicking L3?
Yeah?
Remember to keep your inertia in mind. If you keep going too fast, you're not gonna be able to slow yourself down. Well, you will. You're just gonna smack up against something.
Trying to base this off of sound.
Try to base it off sight instead.
Your eyes can deceive you, don't trust them.
Yeah, this isn't Star Wars. This is an actual, like, scientific property. Try clicking the right stick when you look at it.
That's your flashlight.
Yeah. Is the controller mapping? I've never had this problem. Keep going. No. Yeah, you're up. Go to equipment. Yeah, go to equipment. Oh no, it was under flight. It was under flight. Landing. Lock on. Press. Can you press A on that? Did you hit the button? Okay. Well,
Yeah, I
let's
did.
see when we get in space.
Let's see. That's where I need to go. Hey, does anyone feel motion sick?
Not at all.
No, not really. That was like a skill issue.
Remember, careful going too fast.
So Jake, what do you know about space?
So, I know that it expands faster than light. So we will never be able to escape our galaxy, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done, of course. Be a little bit more dangerous when you're hurling through space. Now, see if you're itching to get off this rock, go to the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here.
I know that there is no friction in space.
Okay. I mean, there can
What
be friction in
else?
space if you hit something.
Well, like, whatever gas molecules there are just so vastly spread apart that it just doesn't matter. That's why that's why our planet can remain at at a constant velocity as it spins, without like encountering any resistance.
So first off, I don't know what you mean by spins, because I don't know how a flat disc is spinning.
Well, I mean, the flat disc spins. It's just like a pizza, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a spinning pizza.
Yeah, but wouldn't the toppings all fly off?
Exactly.
That's true. You know, it's like, you know, that's true. It's not like, you know, gravity exists. You know, that's just made up. I'm baffled flat earthers cannot accept gravity.
All right, so before we continue, because this is Jake's first expedition into the Outer Wilds, why don't we take a look around, Wyatt?
Yeah. Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, the Nomai also made art. Decorated pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nomai born in our solar system, or were they born amongst the other stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? These are just some questions we hope to answer through further xenoarchaeological expeditions. We got art.
Yep.
This piece of Nomai writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. And then this is the translator. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. And Felix, fortunately, the Adelrock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search.
And there's that symbol.
Yeah.
So, for reference, Jake, the Nomai are basically this alien race that basically precursed the Hearthians, and you're a Hearthian.
Yeah.
A lot of the technology that we have is based off of Nomai research and shit like that. The Nomai disappeared after a certain time in our world, and fuck.
And fuck. Okay.
Look at the screen.
Oh, it's an anglerfish. Okay. I mean, you want to know the funny thing? That is like not far off from an actual deep sea anglerfish.
Yeah. Except for we
They're
found
just
this
that
one in
horrifying.
space. This one was attached to one of the landing gear when they flew next to the dark bramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere.
Okay.
Space fish.
Nice pictures. This crystal was taken from a Nomai ruin on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create local gravity distortion and most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out.
So this made a lot of people sick.
Woo! I'm already used to it from playing all those Alien vs. Predator games.
I really wish AVP2 was like, you know, freely available.
Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. For example, the little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. It's the pottery. The radio
So
here on
this is the DLC.
The radio tower here on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite, and to this day, still houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. These photos are made possible by the deep space satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the deep space satellite is now responsible for generating real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. So yeah, that exhibit right there was added post-game.
Yeah, and it even says so. New exhibit.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact, if you don't own the DLC, it just shows coming soon.
Watch closely. These balls move on their own. Ground is perfectly level, so what do you think causes this spooky motion? The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the Attlerock's gravity pulls on...
Attlerock is the moon, by the way.
Yeah. Pulls on the objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. Well, that's because it's a celestial superstructure that contains advanced technology.
A celestial superstructure in this game, Wyatt? Come on. That's crazy.
Yeah. Who would ever think that?
It's crazy. We're talking crazy talk.
Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and begins to contract.
Jake, you're familiar with the life cycle of a supernova, right?
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay. Well, this is explaining it.
Hotter.
As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse until under its own gravity, and then explode into a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observations, this will happen one day. This will one day be the fate of our own sun.
What a strange Freudian slip there. What?
Is there something that you want to tell us?
Very, very poor choice of words.
Where'd it go?
Oh yeah. Hey, Jake, try to follow the rock.
Okay. And that's gonna be over there, and then it's probably gonna be up on the one in front of you, right?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Garbo claims the rock exists in all possible states until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy.
A quantum rock, Jake. It exists in all possibilities at the same time until observed. It's funny, I'm actually playing Outer Wilds on my Steam Deck right now. Hey, Jake! This is the solar system.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And those are actually relatively accurate orbits for planets. They don't like orbit all in unison and whatnot. There's this weird shit that goes around.
Yeah. So the scale is a little scaled down, obviously, for purposes of the gameplay mechanics. So like everything's only like a couple dozen kilometers away from each other. But this is essentially the solar system you have to explore. So in the base game, you would go through and try to figure out like different things and stuff like that, trying to figure out the Nomai, because you, as a space explorer, are the first explorer to go out into the solar system with a translator. So you'll be the first person to actually be able to translate the Nomai's writings on the walls and stuff like that. That's what those those little scrolls around the wall are. That's basically how they write.
Max,
on
you
their,
are roboting hard.
Am I?
No, not to me.
Not to me, you were.
Yeah. Well.
Might want to fix that.
You might want to get good, just for reference, and don't ever interrupt me again. Okay, just you understand that. But
yes,
but,
master.
But yeah, the idea is you're an explorer and you're going through and figuring out what happened to the precursor race that came before you. To get into a little bit of spoiler territory, because like I said, we've already covered the game, and we kind of need to cover a little bit more of it so you can understand the DLC a little bit. Because what's going to happen in DLC, it's not going to be do it. When Wyatt said the supernova thing, he accidentally said it happens in a day. Once Wyatt touches the landing pad, an invisible timer kicks off. In 22 minutes after touching his ship, the sun will explode.
You remember you were talking about this? You can kind of do a little time reverse thing, right?
Kind of.
Jake, you take care of this dialogue.
Yeah, Jake, step up.
Right, I should. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations, and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground.
Okay, he's doing a bit, but like unironically, it's kind of close.
Oh, seriously?
Because he's a nerd. Like they're all literal space fucking nerds. Like they're all big brain fucking dorks.
Excuse me.
And you'll be our first assistant or astronaut, I'm dumb, ever equipped with a Nomai translator too. I confess I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We'd better equip. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space?
What is your plan?
I'm gonna wing it.
I was about to say, if you want to pick the accurate one, you should have been. I want to go to a place no one's gone before.
Planning to follow the. Excuse me.
All right, Jake, you stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I boring you?
Do you want me to stop the voice?
You can stop if you want.
Okay.
Or you can fuck it. Do it.
All right.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Planning to follow in the footsteps of Feldspar and the great Outer Wild Ventures tradition, are you? I might have guessed. We can well, well, see if you can't put the translator tool of yours to good use while you're out there. Well then, looks like all that's left is to send you off. In all, it's a fine day for a launch. I have 4 eyes and downward pointing ears. Help me.
I'm ready to die in space.
Ready to die in space.
I'm not one for superstition, 'cause that is cringe. But isn't that kind of unlucky to say before a launch? At any rate, here are the launch codes. Make sure they hit China. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are every bit as safe as Slate could be persuaded to make them. That stupid asshole. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help with anything.
Slate does good work, okay?
I should be a voice actor.
You should.
Yeah, if someone ever needs an autistic character to be voiced, I mean, I'm down to go.
So I've got the launch codes. It's time to get off this rock.
So if you guys are, longtime fans, which of course you are, because wait, hang on. What?
Oh. If I was doing a video of this, reviewing this game, like I would put so much random bullshit in that.
Right. A lot of people have already have. So that was weird. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
you guys remember a interesting tidbit about our last stream with Outer Wilds? We actually had I had a bunch of people and I assigned voice roles to everyone, so kind of do their own little thing. There's a really interesting thing about the way the DLC is handled, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
In clockwise from top left, Hornfels, Gossam, Slate, and Feldspar.
Hell
Feldspar
yeah,
is the best.
Feldspar's the best. I mean, if he was the best, he wouldn't have crashed, little Mal.
Hey! So did you get a good look at the Nomai statue?
Statues! Look at me! Up in his eyes! Whoa, statue just doing what? Nanny?
Me?
So it opens its eyes, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking?
No, that statue's definitely weird.
I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess it happened. I guess maybe it did. But why? Hornsfeld tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this ever happened to him. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue. But Gabbro said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'll be able to tell you more. On the other hand, Gabbro's, Gabbro. So you're better off searching for more info on your own. Jeez. Now I'm really jealous that you're going to space. Hey, you see, you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statues, okay? Good luck and safe flying.
Yeah, we'll be doing no such thing.
Hell nah, motherfuckers. Motherfucker!
I'm jumping for glee.
Jumping for old joy.
I'm too busy, I'm skipping for joy. Just shattered my legs down the fucking...
It's happy music, it's a great game, come on.
Alright, everybody, let's roast one last marshmallow before we take off. This time I won't burn it. I think I burned it.
It's okay. Burnt marshmallows are the better ones.
Yeah. Both heathens, but it's fine. I still love you.
See, there we go. A perfectly roasted marshmallow.
Did you get the carcinogens achievement?
I probably already did.
Oh shit, son.
Okay.
Alright, Wyatt. So, do you want to go straight to the DLC?
So, you know what? Yeah, let's go to the DLC.
Alright, so, don't go too high up, because you should look around where you immediately are.
Yeah,
You should see a
the
big
radio
radio
tower.
Somewhere nearby.
So the lock-on works for the ship, but not for while you're out of it, apparently.
It might have fixed it once you actually fuck with the thing. Remember, you're looking for a radio tower, not a mountain.
What are radio towers but mountains that we made.
Well, they look distinctly like radio towers, not mountains.
There it
There
is.
it is. You can get a little bit closer. Come on, you're a space explorer. You're not a fucking walker.
Like a glove. Hold on, the air might be dangerous out here. I better,
Yeah, you're on a different planet now.
And we're recording. It's been 2 days since the launch of the Deep Space Satellite, and I'm about to view the first batch of photos. Let the record show that on this historic day, Outer Wilds venture has... Ah! They're printing. They're printing! Here they come. Stars above! Will you look at that? There's Brittle Hollow. And look! Look there. That's Hollow's lantern. And there's Giant Steep. And the Quantum Moon. I'm speechless. Completely speechless.
Chills. Literal chills.
Every single astral body in our magnificent solar system looking stunning from every angle in each of these images. And in color, no less. Now this is pod racing.
This is fun. This is printing.
I could stare at these photos forever. Doesn't Timberhearth look tiny from... Hold on. What is that? That can't be right. I mean, that's not even possible. Am I interpreting this photo correctly? What's even stranger is that it doesn't show up in either of the other photos. Just this one. Well, there must have been an equipment malfunction, I suppose. Only sensible explanation for it. I'll radio Gabbro and ask them to examine the satellite's lenses for defects.
Alright, so. What's that? Alright, Wyatt, do you remember how to get to the location?
The satellite? I'm pretty sure it's on the map.
No, it's not. Do me a favor, Wyatt, go back to the thing. What are the little numbers at the bottom of each of the picture?
The degree of the satellite. So we gotta go to 40 degrees.
Okay.
Although first I gotta fight the moon.
Fight the moon. Here's the moon. Kick its ass.
Alright, like my great ancestors of Moonfall. Fuck you, moon.
I mean, the moon is just a Dyson sphere halo ring. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is the satellite?
So, it's that little.
Yeah, it's a
that little
dotted line.
and if you look, it's a red dot. Okay, you can walk onto it from here. And hit up on the D-pad.
I like space.
That's pretty cool.
Am I the only one of the three of us here that's not, like, utterly terrified of space?
Yes.
I wouldn't say I'm utterly terrified of it, but I respect how dangerous it is.
I am terrified of space.
Alright, remember, Wyatt, match the velocity before you hit it. Because you match velocity, your ship won't leave that spot, basically. So somebody left a little recording right here. Gabbro here, checking on the deep space satellite per ground control's request to check out a possible equipment problem. See, Hornsfell? I do too, work. You know, I wouldn't mind being a satellite. Peaceful out here, among the distant stars and soft, velvety darkness. Bet it's hopefully nice for naps, too. Oh, right, the ones. Alright, little satellite, let's see what the trouble is. Huh. Here looks A-okay. Ground control. No dust or scratches in the lens, and no evidence of sparking or violent explosions. Guess that rules out an equipment malfunction after all. Hear that, pal? You're in great shape. Keep up the good work out here. Oh, press Y, Wyatt. There you go. Alright, you can turn it off. That's the radio tower.
Don't mind me, I almost just went off to the vastness of space.
Yeah.
Never to return.
Careful, you can damage the satellite. Remember, use A for match velocity. Maybe. Is it not locking on?
That's locking on.
There you go. Now match its velocity. There you go.
We're gonna be out here for a hot minute. Jake, you ever suffocated?
Who the f a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Space is terrifying the most.
Yeah.
Everything wants you dead.
I was about to say, might as well go get a quick refill, and you can bring your ship closer too. It's kind of far. Remember, use the A to match velocity, and once again, try not to hit the satellite because you will fuck it up. And in doing so, you will fuck up the chances of finding the anomaly. Look next to the thing. If you look next to where you picked up your suit, there's a little thing right there. You can refill your jetpack, and if you ever get injured, that's where you can fix yourself.
Yeah, it's
Where are you going?
moving back to the satellite.
Yeah, you turned away from it. If you can get close enough without hitting it, you can still see the degrees on it.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit easier too, because once you find the thingy, you're gonna want to take off after it. Remember, it's about velocity, so.
Music is still beautiful.
So you might want to turn a little bit so you can see the sun. Because that makes it easier. The other way.
Up.
And you fucked it up.
Well, only one thing to do now.
I was about to say, I think we might not have had enough time anyway, so.
Unlike the protagonist of Godzilla -1, I may as well do my duty and fucking kill myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could, or you could be based and live.
I want to live. Oh.